This video is going to demonstrate a couple of examples about how to find the least common multiple. As you know, the least common multiple is also abbreviated as LCM. So, first example. Let's try and find the LCM of the numbers 36 and 90. As you know, the first thing you do is you need to find the prime factorization of each number. Factor trees are the easiest way to do it. And once you have the prime factorization of each, you write them one above the other. Because what you're going to need to do is to compare the factors. So, once you have this all written out and you find the prime factorization, the question you have to ask yourself is not which factors they have in common, but which has the most factors for each prime number. So, in this case specifically, which of these two numbers has the most twos? Twos being the smallest prime number that shows up. Well, as you can tell, the 36 clearly has two twos. The 90 only had one two. Next, which has more threes? Well, they both have the same number of threes. In fact, it doesn't matter which ones you circle. It's arbitrary. So I circled the 2 and the 90. And finally, which one has more fives? Well, there's only the 90 has a 5, so that gets circled. And there are no 7s or 11s or any other prime number, so we stop here. And now we ask ourselves, how do we find the least common multiple of 36 and 90? Well, we take our circled numbers and we just multiply them together. And that gives us the LCM, which in this case is 180. Now remember, it's important to stop and think, does this sound reasonable? The LCM is the smallest multiple that both 36 and 90 should go into. And if you take a second and reflect, it does seem reasonable that these both go into 180, both 36 and 90, and it's probably the smallest one. Again, you're not checking your work perfectly, you're just checking to see if it seems reasonable. Let's look at another example. Let's find the LCM of 96 and 24. Again, you have to find the prime factorization of each. I'm not going to show the whole prime factorization tree. I'm just going to write down the prime factorization. So 96 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3, and 24 is just 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. I hope I got the right number of 2's in there. So, once again, we ask ourselves the question, which has more 2's? Well, clearly the 96 does. Has 5 of them. Next, which has more 3's? Well, it's a tie in this case. So it doesn't matter which one we circle. I'll circle that one. Now, to find the actual LCM, the least common multiple, we multiply all the circled numbers. Well, in this case, it's already been done for us. I know what 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 is. It's just 96, of course. Does this answer make sense? Well, yeah, now that we see the answer, 24 probably goes into 96. And if you think about it a little bit more, you find that 24 goes into 96 4 times. So 96 turns out to be the LCM.